Hi, I'm Kristen, and today I'm going to explain why I no longer shop at Zara or from any other fashion brand that's part of the Inditex corporation. This is Amancio Ortega. On September of 2016, he became the richest man in the world, owner of Inditex, which includes Zara, and king of fast fashion, capitalism, and consumerism. His fortune amounts up to $79.5 billion. He's the proud owner of a DB700 private jet, a 31.5 meter long yacht, and 2 mansions in Spain. This man's fortune is absolutely massive, and he created it by being a pioneer of the fast fashion industry. You know, the third most polluting industry in the world, and one of the top 3 industries with the highest incidence of slave-like labor. Ka-ching! One more thing, my face has actually been printed and mass-produced on a Zara t-shirt, not once, but twice. So how on earth did I, the former Zara shopping addict and sort of poster child of the company, decide to start boycotting Inditex completely since last year? Let's rewind a little bit back to 2011 to find out why. Greenpeace discovers 9 out of 10 jeans were poisonous and made with carcinogenic dye. Zara vowed to go toxic-free. And then once again, in the same year, slave-like conditions are discovered in Sao Paulo in an Inditex contractor factory. Workers had to work 16 to 19 hours and were in debt to their traffickers. Inditex stated that it could not be held responsible for unauthorized outsourcing. The Clean Clothes campaign stated that it is Zara's responsibility to know who is making their clothes. According to the code of conduct that they have signed up to, they are responsible for everyone involved in the supply chain. It is up to them to do the monitoring. So the CCC was basically like, you signed a code of conduct which says that you are responsible for every single person in your production chain. If you don't know who those people are, that's your responsibility. But you'll see the whole lying thing is just a pattern that this company just regularly follows. In 2013, slave-like conditions uncovered once again in Argentina. Workers were forced to work for 13 hours a day. They weren't allowed to leave the factory, and child labor was also uncovered. Inditex refused to take responsibility about the child labor, hiding behind the story that they didn't know about the subcontractors, but proof was found that they did. They were forced to pay a €410,000 fine, which is pretty much toothpick money for Ortega. And they also made this claim. Inditex has a zero-tolerance approach to any infringement of labor regulations, and our code of conduct requires all suppliers to comply fully with all local laws. Which is ironic because on April of the same year, one of the biggest disasters of the fashion industry happened in Bangladesh with the Rana Plaza factory collapse, killing 1,129 people. This factory was supplying clothes to some of the world's biggest fashion retailers. But it didn't end there, because in 2014, the CCC uncovered that Zara was once again buying sweatshop labor clothing from East Europe and Turkey. And again in 2016, it's discovered that Syrian refugees and children are working in sweatshops in Turkey, distressing Zara jeans with toxic chemicals without a face mask for 12 hours a day. Zara's parent company, Inditex, had already found significant non-compliance in June and had given the factory until December to make improvements. So back to what Zara said about their zero-tolerance approach. I'm kind of confused. Does zero tolerance mean that you give the factory 6 to 7 months to work things out, or does zero tolerance mean you end the contract immediately? I'm kind of confused, and it seems like Zara doesn't really know what zero tolerance even means in this case. So from the research that I did, I managed to discover about 6 incidences where Zara was using either sweatshop labor, slave labor, child labor, but that doesn't mean those are the only 6 incidences that happened. That's only what I found or what they were caught doing. And another thing that I'm not going to mention in this video is the environmental impact of fast fashion, which is massive, but it's just going to make this video a bit too long, and I might make a specific video about that. And I wanted to focus exclusively on the people that Inditex has harmed. Inditex is a company that, from our knowledge, for at least the last 5 years has been responsible for the deaths and exploitation of children, victims of trafficking, Syrian refugees, and people living in poverty. And at the head of this company, as a 60% shareholder, is Amancio Ortega. Just like when you pay someone to kill someone else on your behalf doesn't make you any less of a murderer, when you pay someone else to use slaves, it doesn't make you any less of a slave master. Amancio Ortega, as the owner of Inditex, is responsible for all crimes committed by the company, making him the richest criminal in the world. Now that you know the truth, you're in the same position as Ortega was back in 2011. Do you continue down the same path of exploitation like he did, or do you make the brave decision to change? And I know that having to change is a little bit stressful for some of us, so I took the liberty to make it a little bit easier and create sort of a ethical fashion initiation process for all of you out there that are interested in trying this. So I have made a playlist that is going to be available somewhere over here, and also I have a link for it in the description box, and it's a few videos that I've made that are going to inform you and give you tips and help you start shopping ethically. And I also have a list of my favorite ethical fashion brands in the description box for anyone that is ready to get started shopping ethically. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope you liked it, and make sure to comment below letting me know what you think. But most importantly, if you really want to help, make sure to share this video and spread the message. This is the world's most powerful and rich man with the biggest fashion corporation on earth, and it's not gonna be taken down by a small YouTube channel like mine. But hopefully, with the help of you guys, we can spread this video around and make sure that as many people as possible get to see this and get to see what the real face of Zara is. And it's an ugly one. So I really hope you share this video around, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Bye!